Good morning, students. Welcome to Good Samaritan School Isapur online classes. This is your science class, and today we are going to study magnetic and non-magnetic materials. Let's begin with an activity. Activity 2. Let us walk in the footsteps of Magnus. Only this time we will change the position of the magnet and the iron. There will be a magnet at the end of our shepherd's stick. We can attach a small magnet to a hockey stick, walking stick, or a cricket wicket with a tape or some glue. So we can attach in any of these sticks, and then let's see. Let us now go out on a Magnus walk through the school playground. What does our Magnus stick pick up from the school ground? What about objects in the classroom? Collect various objects of day-to-day use from your surroundings. Test these with the Magnus stick. You can also take a magnet, touch these objects with it, and observe which objects stick to the magnet. Prepare a table in your notebook as shown in table 13.1 and record your observations. Look at the last column of table 13.1 and note the objects that are attracted by a magnet. Now make a list of materials from which these objects are made. Is there any material common in all the objects that were attracted by the magnet? So, here is the tabular column given. For example, the name of the first object is iron ball. So, iron ball is made up of which material? It is made up of iron, which is given in the options as well. So, if the iron ball got attracted by the stick in which we have attached the magnet, then we have to write here yes, attracted by Magnus stick or magnet, yes or no. So iron ball is made up of iron and it is attracted, so we have written yes. Then next is scale. Scale is made up of plastic, so plastic is not attracted by the Magnus stick, so that's why we have written they have written here no. Shoe is made up of leather and leather does not get attracted, so here you will write no. Same ways you will find some objects around you. For example, you can use your pencil. Pencil is made up of wood, so you are going to write here whatever the answer you find. If it gets attracted, you will write yes, and if it doesn't, then you are going to write here no. You can take a nail, a cloth which is made up of cotton. So like this you have to take several materials and then find out which are those which get attracted by the magnets and which don't, and also you have to note the material by which it is made. Okay students, so do this activity. Now we understand that magnet attracts certain material, whereas some do not get attracted towards magnet. The materials which get attracted towards a magnet are magnetic. For example, iron, nickel or cobalt. So these are magnetic materials. The materials which are not attracted towards a magnet are non-magnetic because they are not attracted. They do not have attraction towards magnet. What materials did you find to be non-magnetic from table 13.1? So the activity which you are going to do from here, you are going to then find out which are the materials which you find as non-magnetic. Is soil a magnetic or non-magnetic material? So this also we will do with a activity, we will see. So activity 3, rub a magnet in the sand or soil. Pull out the magnet. Are there some particles of sand or soil sticking to the magnet? Now gently shake the magnet to remove the particles of sand or soil. Are some particles still sticking to it? So what you are going to do, you will take your magnet and you will put it in the soil. and after that you will pick it up again and see if soil particles or sand particles are sticking to the magnet. Then gently you will shake the magnet so that the excess of sand or soil particles, they get removed from it. And then you are going to see if still there are some particles which are sticking to it. Even after shaking, they are not falling down. These might be small pieces of iron fillings picked up from the soil. So that's why they are not falling from the magnet, because their material is made up of iron. Through such an activity, we can find out whether the soil or sand from a given place contains particles that have iron. Try this activity near your home, school, or the places you visit on your holidays. So you can now try it around your home. Does the magnet with iron fillings sticking to it look like any one of those shown in figure 13.6? Make a table of what you find. So from here you have to see if your magnet looks like this, or like this, or like this. If it looks like this, then the soil does not contain any iron fillings, any pieces which has iron. And if it looks like this, then it has it to some extent, and here you can see that a lot of particles are sticking to the end of the magnet. Magnet rubbed in sand, how many iron fillings? So here you have to write the location, and here you have to write, did you find iron fillings sticking to the magnet? How many did you find? Did you find many iron fillings like in picture A? Did you find very few like in B, or none at all like in C? Okay, children. So do both of these activities and make this tabular column in your notebook and complete your homework with different materials and a magnet. I hope you understood this. We will meet again in the next class.